Susie Quattro there. I feel like I should have dedicated that to someone, Simon. Who do you reckon we should dedicate that one to?
What about Maria?
Maria?
Maria's my pal. She always listens to your show and gives us good reviews, Noddy.
So, Maria, that one was for you. Now, we're going on to... We're going to talk about more or less an album more than the song, but we're going to play probably the most famous song off that album. In 1973, Pink Floyd had been around since 67. And obviously, in 68, the founding songwriter and the driving force of Pink Floyd, Syd Barrett, had a complete nervous breakdown, mainly due to the effects of LSD. So they recruited Dave Gilmour to assist Syd, because Syd basically couldn't play his guitar. Then when Syd left, Dave, they became a four-piece again. Yeah. And they released bigger and bigger albums, like Obscured by Clouds or Medal. But in 72, they started to record the next album, which Roger Waters wanted to basically based it on any subject that really annoyed him. So that was the theme of the album. And when the album was released in March of 73, it went on to become one of the most iconic albums of all time. It never got to number one in the UK, by the way. Did you know that? It's never got to number one in the UK. No. It sold in excess of 45 million copies in the world. Yeah. That's some going, isn't it?
It's a lot of records.
Now, the track I'm going to play was written by Roger Waters, sung by Dave Gilmour. It really does. And they played this when they did Live 8. They started off with Breathe, then they went straight into this track. I'd like to dedicate this to Danny Grosvenor. I know Danny likes Floyd. So, Danny, this is for you, mate. It's Pink Floyd and Money.
First class traveling section, I think I need a lift. my pie. Money, so they say, is the root of all evil today. But if you ask the A-Rise, it's no surprise that they're giving none away.
Yes, absolutely right.
I certainly was in the right.
Yes, definitely. Like he was cruising for bruising.
I don't know, I was really drunk at the time. He just told me it was put into number 2. He was asking why it wasn't coming up on 3011. So after I yelled and screamed and telling him why it wasn't coming up on 3011. And a heavy blood up started to matter out. He just told me, I don't know, I was really drunk at the time.
And that was Pink Floyd going out there to Danny Grosvenor, brother of Anthony, innit?
It is, yeah. Anyway, next track, Simon. Again, this chap basically it came to prominence in 1967.
Yes.
And he was the first man, he was part of a band called The Move, who had the first ever track played on Radio 1.
Yeah.
And The Move lasted up to about, I think, more or less finished by 1970. Then he went to met up with Jeff Lynne and formed ELO. But I think they only ever released one album. Then Roy left again and formed his own band called Wizard. And what the sound Roy tried to capture was the Phil Spector Wall of Sound. And I think he gets there on this track. This got to number 1.
Yeah.
I think it was number 1 for 3 or 4 weeks. It's Wizard's biggest ever track. I don't think it's the most famous one. That's the old Christmas track, isn't
Merry
it?
Christmas, everybody.
No, Wish It Could Be Christmas. Christmas every day. But who would you like to dedicate this one to, Simon?
I think I'll dedicate this to my old mate Trevor. I know I've never met him, but I feel like I know him. I feel like we bonded, me and Trevor.
Oh, right, yeah. That's good.
I don't know whether it was the Kinky Boots, on one of the first shows we did, or that show I did where I stopped drinking, but...
Yeah. Well, Trev, I hope you like this one. This is Wizard and See My Baby Jive.